Welcome to another episode of High Proof Ashes. I'm one of your co-hosts, Jason JB Smoke, and over to my right.
What's up, peoples? No cool nickname. It's Duran. We back in the building.
Yeah, man. We like to record more than one episode in a sitting.
Yeah.
And the one we did before this was.
I think it was a good episode. It was just the things were surprising.
Right. So we were like, you know what, we want to do something a little bit better.
Yeah, we got to follow up with a mean one.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna do something that we've actually done before. Both of the things that we've done before.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought this would be a really good pairing.
Yeah.
And we might just do a bottle kill while we're at it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's
see.
I think we can get there.
But this is the Liga Privada H99 by Drew Estate. If you don't know Liga Privada, you need to get out there and find out about it.
Listen, this stick, I want to say right now, $18 to $20, somewhere in there, right? Brick and mortar.
Yeah, something like that.
If you buy a box, you probably find it a couple bucks cheaper, not a whole lot. But this is one of my favorite Ligas. Super refined. It has everything I want as far as strength, and everything I want as far as flavor,
complexity,
right? Like, it's just a really good, enjoyable smoke, and it's going to take you hour and a half to 2 hours to knock it down.
Yeah.
Right. So it's an experience.
And they've come out with different sizes now. This is the Toro, but now they have a Robusto.
Yeah.
And they have a Gordo. They got a 6x60.
Yeah.
So they have the little Fritas. So.
Yep.
That you can kind of pick your poison now.
Yeah, for sure. But again, they still smoke long, all of them.
Oh yeah.
Like every size smokes long, right? Like it's well done, well refined. Yeah. So.
And I think you kind of get the best of both worlds between the T52 and the number 9.
Yeah.
When it comes to this, at least for me.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, for our spirit, we're gonna do an old one.
Yeah.
I think this was one that we did way back in the beginning.
This would have been early stages.
Very, very early. So this is batch 2 of the Buzzards Roost Cigar Rye, which we found out not that long ago that the FDA has stepped in and said
it's done.
You can't sell that.
It's dead.
It's dead.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
So, if you can find this Buzzards Roost Cigar Rye out there, and in the wild or whatever, just buy it. Just buy it. I mean, it's a great bottle. But the fact that they're not going to be making it anymore just makes it that much more, coveted. Like this reminds me of the Knob Creek 15.
Yeah.
Right? They did that for 2 years and then stopped.
Yeah. Right?
And so here they did this for 3 years, stopped. So I think you'll be able to find them for years to come, but it's just going to be, super, super hard.
I think our market, it's done. Like
I'm just
in
saying,
our market,
I think that you'll be able to maybe find someone that has a bottle that's willing to let it go, that hasn't cracked it, that sort of thing. Like I think if you've got some connections,
you might be able to get your hands on one.
You might be able to get your hands on one.
Yeah.
But this is batch 2, so this one's even older.
Yeah. That one's non-existent, I would say, at this point.
Probably.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck finding this one. And I mean, we've been nursing the hell out of this thing.
Yeah.
So this bottle's probably 2 years old. And there's maybe 3 ounces left in there.
Yeah,
something like that.
Probably.
And I've been hanging on to it. I see how little's in there, and I'm like, I'm not bringing that anywhere.
Well, you're on vacation. I go on vacation in a couple of days.
Yeah, man.
Why not?
Might as well.
Why not?
We've actually never done a bottle kill on the podcast.
No, we have not.
So there you go, sir.
All right, here we go.
Take what you're gonna get. Give me the rest.
Jesus. Okay.
Take what you're gonna get. Give me the rest. Watch you see a whoop.
I think we're about the same there. That looks pretty close?
That does look pretty close. Look at him eyeing it.
A smidge.
That's how good this is, guys. It's a really good pour.
All right, there we go.
It's just.
Go ahead and do it.
It's a really, really good pour. And there we go.
It's bottle kill.
She is done. There's a few extra drops.
First bottle kill on high proof ashes.
Man, how crazy.
That's kind of crazy, right?
Like, we've been doing this for over a year now, and this is our first bottle kill.
It's been some episodes too, like, you know, man, like what, 50 or something like that? We're over 50.
We're over 50, yeah.
Over 50.
Yeah, we're over 50 at this point.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's been a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
So this is a belated anniversary, you know, for the podcast.
We probably should have killed that last one we sipped.
No.
Ah! All right, let's light it up.
Light it up, man.
Should have got my other lighter out.
Oh, man. What a great cigar. Ooh, it like tingled my nose as I retroed right off the bat.
That's just so good. I didn't get a great light, but oh man, let's see tonight.
Here, you want to use
watch
mine?
me move around a little bit here.
Use my lighter, man.
Nah, we got one. We got the big boy right here.
Oh, there you go. The
Don't be
finicky
a
bastard.
What'd you say?
The finicky bastard.
Yeah, you know, it's like a. There we go. There we go. Now we lit. Now we lit. There's not. Listen, if I don't remember how long ago we did the episode on this, but like,
yeah, I don't know.
This is a hell of a cigar. Point blank, period.
And I mean, you can smoke it at any point of the night. You can make this your first cigar. You can make it your third cigar.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're still going to taste it.
Look at the smoke reduction on that thing, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Never disappoints.
I mean, this is one that I tend to buy by the box because if I buy them in singles, I'm just going to buy them and smoke them. And I won't have them sitting there. You know, when you open the Humi, you see them and they call to you. You're like smoking, you know.
I don't have any left, and I fight myself when I do have these not to smoke them.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I just need to buy a few more. Get them in the stash.
Or just get a box.
Yeah. I'm trying to be better, man. I'm trying to be better.
I feel you. A lot of places, though, they'll give you better pricing.
Oh, for sure. On boxes, absolutely.
You get a box, so, you know, they might give you like a 10% discount or whatever. Sometimes I've gone to places and just, you know, I was just ended up buying a whole bunch of stuff and they gave me a 20 or 25% discount.
Yeah.
You know, so there's definitely some buying power when you're spending.
Yeah, for sure. I don't disagree. The thing that I love most about like the Ligas is I smoke fast and I tend to smoke a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can smoke this cigar at any pace I want to, and it doesn't cause any issues.
Right.
So
those in this great pour. Like again, I know it's a rye, but it doesn't smell like a rye.
Nah, not even a little bit.
The proof is really nice. I think it's at like 105 or something like that.
107 something maybe.
Yeah, and you know this thing's been sitting in the bottle for a while.
You were right, 105.
You know, so we've talked about it before about letting stuff sit in the glass or, you know, drinking your bottle down a little ways and then letting it sit, how it can change the flavor.
This opened up so much better when it came out of the neck pour.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and the neck pour was phenomenal. But you know, a third of the bottle in, it's just special.
Oh my goodness.
So disappointed that I can't buy any more of this.
I know, right?
My palate, right? So here's what I think you'll understand. If you start watching the podcast from the very beginning,
yeah,
you'll notice that our palates have developed.
Yeah,
right. Because we, I don't want to sound like an alcoholic or anything like that, but we drink quite often, and not to get drunk or anything like that. We drink for taste. We do tastings on a regular. We do tastings weekly at our local lounge, right?
We do.
And then we visit other various places. Yeah.
Having the cigar after that.
Yeah. And this has a long finish.
Yeah, it does.
It has a long finish, right? But for the first time ever, I actually tasted the rye on the very back of this.
Okay.
Like the very back, like the very end, I got rye.
Okay. I guess I was so enthralled with it was sweet and smooth and very viscous and smoky, like not like a Scotch smoky, but like smoky. You know what I mean?
Because it's like a cigar in a bottle.
It's a cigar in a bottle, right? And I was so kind of captivated by that. I didn't even really pay attention to if there was any rye or not, and so I need to try to pay attention to that. But
yeah,
having that draw after that sip, man.
The flavor of the Cigar Rye really does go well with an H99. An H99 is a more refined cigar.
This was a great pairing,
right? Because the Cigar Rye, even though it's not hot or anything like that, it has a very complex taste.
Right.
So does the H99.
Right.
But they pair so well together.
Yeah, these pair crazy well together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have another one of these, the third batch. I don't even have one open right now. They're hidden. Like, they're packed away.
Okay.
Like, I think I have 2 of them.
I only have 1.
If I'm remembering right. I got 2 bottles packed away. They will grace, the group here and there.
I mean,
whatever.
Yeah. It's disappointing. Buzzards Roost, you did your thing. Like, for real. You did your thing.
And I wish you could keep doing it, but I get it.
And Buzzards Roost is sourced.
It is.
It's sourced.
Yeah.
It's MGP juice.
But man, here's what you do, Buzzards Roost. Here's what you do. You sell the base, and then you sell the smoking kit. Sell the 1 liter barrel.
Yeah.
With the little bit of tobacco.
Yeah.
And whatever, with the instructions on how you smoke the barrel and pour the base in there, and like you could sell this whole kit where you could make your own cigar rye.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, listen.
Like, do it. Like that's.
I'm in.
No one's gonna
I'm in.
Like no one's gonna have anything to say about it because like that's just people doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for personal consumption, like I don't think that anyone could stop anyone.
I'm totally in
doing that.
I think we're a niche market though, right?
I don't disagree.
So that's the thing, but I'm totally in. I'm down for 2. Send me 2. Got you. Got you. Or send me something else that's going to be as good as this Buzzards Roost Cigar Rye, because I've had their other pairings or other offerings.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And it's not the Cigar Rye.
It's not even close. I kind of want to taste the base without the cigar finish. Like, this is so good. It makes me wonder how good
is the
base juice. So, and look, so if you don't know, there's tons of people out there that do stuff.
Yeah.
To bourbons and whiskeys.
Absolutely.
Right?
Finish them.
Well, yeah, you can buy kits. They've got how-tos and all this kind of stuff. I mean, we know a guy that he's got a company that sells kits to finish whatever you want to finish.
Shout out to Barreled Chronicles.
Yeah, man.
Go check out his channel.
It's got some pretty cool stuff on there, man.
Yeah.
Like he did one. I actually watched it. It was pretty interesting where he took the little barrel apart and kind of showed you the inside
of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and that was kind of cool because like I'd never seen like the inside of one of those little barrels, but you know, look, there's so much out there. Like there's so much out there.
Yeah.
Like don't pigeonhole yourself into this just one little thing, right? Find that one thing that you want to expand upon and then just expand upon it.
And see, I'm completely different on that. Like, so recently I've really tried to expand my horizons by trying a lot of stuff. Like just anything and everything, right? Like, I'm down to try it.
I'm impressed.
I'm down to try it, right?
Because when we first met, you were like, no,
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm a creature of habit.
Like,
I like what I like.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Right. I don't want anything else. But, you know, I found myself buying more different things. Like, you know, I bought a few bottles recently, and I was at another local liquor store here in town, and, you know, I haven't bought a bottle of the Cigar Rye yet. And I've been seeing a lot of great reviews from other content creators.
Yeah.
And I think I definitely want to try it.
Okay.
So
I've seen the bottle before.
Yeah.
Just never
picked it up.
Yeah, never thought about picking it up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, we did a gathering, you know, here a while ago for you know, a fellow's birthday, and I brought over some ingredients to make my, you know, what I call my simple margarita, my high proof simple margarita.
My wife was talking about that today.
What? Was she really?
Yesterday. My bad. Yesterday.
That's funny.
When we were at the liquor store.
You know, and so, but it's got a really good tequila in it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's 3 ingredients, and it's probably, you know, something in the neighborhood of like 30% alcohol. You know, so it's like way higher than a normal margarita.
Absolutely.
But it's so cooling and just it's so good.
Yeah.
It's just that it's expensive. You know, and so here I am. I'm going to try to figure out some cheaper alcohol to put in it because, you know, what goes in that is not cheap.
No, definitely not. It's very good. It's very good. And I'm not a tequila guy, right? And that's enjoyable.
It went so fast. I mean, a bottle and a third, and it went
hour.
Yeah,
an hour.
Like it was crazy, man.
So
you know, like have fun with stuff. You know, like you just never know what you're gonna find. You know, there's lots of guides and websites out there that can help you with making stuff, but don't be afraid to just do something on your own. That's what I did.
Yeah.
This was just me. Like, wonder what'll happen if I mix this, and this. What it'll do.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess I'm a little adventurous when it comes to that kind of stuff.
You know, I'm kind of happy. Like I found my wife getting into new things, right? So like the tequila is cool. You know, so now she's like, we've been to a couple of restaurants and she's curious about their old fashions. So we're taking a long way into her, you know, enjoying some bourbons, probably neat, right?
Right.
I've seen her try a few more things. Like, that one looks good. Can I try it? Like, yeah, sure. But like, you know, we went to a local restaurant, not local here in Cleveland, but Boathouse, and she ordered their old fashioned, and it was really impressive, like really good. And she went with a bargain bourbon in it, Bullet Rye.
Oh wow, okay.
And I tried it and was kind of impressed. Like, you know, but you can ruin an old fashioned by doing too much to it.
You can,
right?
Yeah.
So she's been trying them all over the place, and that one was pretty good. Surprisingly, I'm not getting the smoke production I want.
Yeah, I hit this little patch where I'm having to like really draw. I think I've got a mini tunnel going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know,
every once in a while it happens.
It happens.
But it's such a great cigar, man. Like, the flavor profile, everything about it is just exactly what I want from a cigar.
Oh, yeah.
The nose on this is great, dude. Like, see if you catch that on the back end.
Yep. But it's so... It's not a punch.
I don't want to say subtle either, because it's not
It's
subtle.
not subtle. It's like just enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's just enough, but it doesn't get me to the level of like spice, right? It's like it starts to rise, that rye level starts to rise, but it stops before it hits. I'm a spicy rye, you know?
There's just so much going on here, right? Like there's this buttery taste at the beginning, that hint of rye at the end, and then all of the complexities in between.
Someone say, "Oh, no, I didn't go out, but I'm not getting that smoke production."
No, it's
like hardly anything.
You and me both.
But that's why I wish that they would put out the base.
Yeah.
Because I'm with you. I've tried 2 or 3 of their other offerings, and they're just okay. But
they had a hit with that.
Like, give me the base, because now I'm curious, especially now that you can't make the Cigar Rye.
Yeah.
You know, so throw me the base and let me try, you know, call that whatever you want to call it, but like I'm kind of curious now.
I don't disagree.
And I don't know. I mean, I guess that's just like some standard MGP rye.
I couldn't tell you.
You know, and
they don't release that much about it.
I know they don't, and we don't know the age on it. Like, you know, maybe the cigar, you know, finishing thing that they did just changes the flavor that much.
Yeah.
That it's just nothing like the base.
But let's talk about cigar finished bourbons in general, right? Like, they can be hit or miss, right?
Well, so I think what you're talking about is cigar blends.
Yeah.
Which have nothing to do with cigars.
Yeah.
Because this one is gone, and there was another one that we were trying to get that got nixed before it even hit the market.
Yep.
You know, and that one, and it's because
it had actual nicotine.
Yeah. Yeah. So
the blends, however,
cigar blends are in name only.
Yeah.
Right. And you are not wrong. They're all over the place.
Yeah. They taste completely different. They're, you know, some of them are just way too sweet.
Or the blend.
Too much cinnamon, or
like whatever blend that they did. You know, they put some Armagnac in it, or they did this or they did that, and it's just, it didn't help. You know, so there's like
because you have a cigar blend, Starlight.
I do. It's a Amburana.
It tastes nothing like cigars.
Like, I mean, again, it's a naming gimmick.
They
could just say it's you know, an Amburana.
For me, it tastes like snickerdoodle cookies.
Yeah,
that's what I say all the time. Like, this is snickerdoodle cookies.
So I'm gonna tell you this: I like Amburana when I want it, but when I want it, I want it.
Yeah,
I don't want you to like be subtle about it.
No, like, and that's but also at the same time, I don't want to pick up a cigar blend and it be.
So I have a different one though, right? I have the Magnus.
That's completely different.
It has no cinnamon whatsoever.
Completely different.
You know, and I mean, look, Old Elk has one, right? They've actually come out with 2 different ones. Geez, there's so many of them. Is the Rio a cigar finish, or is it just
Amburana?
Okay. Yeah, you know, so the cigar blends that are out there are very much hit or miss. They have nothing to do with cigars. It's a name.
It's a buying ploy.
It is, and for the most part, I don't like them.
No.
Like, I'm good with the Amburana.
Just say that.
And the Starlight
just say that's what it is.
And the Starlight does, right? It straight up says Amburana on the bottle, right? Yeah. So they're not even trying to fool you. But a lot of these other ones, you know, it's a cigar blend, you know, and then they don't tell you what it is. And
Now, Short Barrel, they did a cigar blend. Didn't taste like cigars for me, but it was damn good. It was very good, right? Like, I mean, I haven't had anything from Short Barrel that I don't like, to be completely honest.
They got a good thing going.
Yeah.
They got a really good thing going. No doubt. But I do wish we could get past the, like, because what they were doing, what Buzzard Roost was doing, were cold smoking the tobacco into the barrel.
Right.
And so it would get the smoke into the barrel, and then they would put the juice in it. So the tobacco was never contacting the juice. But I guess they tested it, and there was just a
too much, right?
A minuscule amount in there, and they're like, nope, you can't sell food with nicotine in it. And I'm just like, but is this food? Like, we were having a conversation about this at the lounge one day about the governing body, right? Like,
I mean, call it what it is, government overreach.
Okay, so if TTB is your governing body around alcohol, then why is the FDA getting involved? Like, how do you now have to comply with two different governing bodies? And then I don't know where ATF comes in.
I think ATF is like transporting alcohol or something like that, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. But I don't know. I wonder about that. Like FDA, you're not a, how do I say it? They don't enforce anything. The FDA doesn't enforce anything. They make recommendations, and then Congress puts their recommendations into law.
Right.
So how do they get to tell Buzzard Roost you can't make this anymore? You know what I mean?
So I thought FDA made a recommendation, and then the other department took over and said, okay, and you can't do it anymore.
And maybe that is the case. I don't know. But what would that other department be? Who would it be? Who would enforce that? Like, who would go knock on Buzzard Roost's door and be like, we're going to bust these barrels open because you can't make this?
I don't know.
Is that like ATF? Are they the ones that do that? Are they the enforcement agency?
I don't know. I like, here's the thing. I've never had to worry about that. Like, right? Like,
I know. I get that. But look, if you know, like, put it in the comments because I'm actually kind of curious about it.
Jason's going to be up for the next 3 days researching this because he's like the guy that has all of the information for, these little type of quirky things.
I'm the curious one.
Yeah.
I'm definitely the curious one.
Yeah.
I definitely go dive down rabbit holes all the time.
Man, I'm fighting this today. I am fighting this thing today.
So I had to get through a little part of it, and now it's back to where it's supposed to be. Look, I've had to put one of these down before. An H99, I'm not kidding. Could not get it to stay lit. Couldn't get it to smoke. Like, I think I got about halfway through and was just like, I
can't do this anymore.
I can't do it anymore. The experience is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, I don't even care if it's a $16, $18 cigar. I'm putting it down.
I don't see any, like, tunnel or anything like that, so I don't know if it's just, you know what? We have this little trick we try every once in a while.
Take the band off? That's probably not going to help.
Probably not.
Because I feel like your problem is where you're at in the cigar.
My band is really tight, though. Like, extremely tight. So tight I can't even lift it.
I'm definitely having to do a double draw.
I feel like I'm doing more than a double.
Yeah, and you shouldn't have to. Like, a double is more than enough. Like, see, I see it. It's lighting.
I'm just not getting anything.
You're just not getting anything.
I don't feel any crazy hard spots or anything like that. So, it's very rare I have a combustion issue with a Drew Estate.
But you think about like how many Drew Estates you've had, and you have trouble with one in 1,000.
Yeah.
Because
I smoke a lot of Drew Estate. I really do.
That's a pretty good track record if you can go 1 in 1,000.
Maybe I've had a problem with a UC10 before.
I have too.
But it's so few and far between, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that I don't consider it a mass production problem.
Yeah, I think it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Like you got to know that these are handmade products, and if you're going to get upset because you're having burn problems with a cigar that you normally don't, maybe you don't need to be doing this because.
I could probably cut a little deeper if I wanted to. Give that a shot.
Yeah. Again, I don't think this is your problem. I think it's right
there.
It's
down there?
I think it's right there where you are.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Guess we're gonna find out. Yes. But let's give some thoughts on this Buzzards Roost for the last time around.
I mean, you know, yeah. So for the last time, this thing is, God, it's such a banger. Like I think we said the last time we did this that it was a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like this was a hidden gem.
Yeah, we couldn't wait for the next one to come out.
Yeah, so when we found out that they weren't going to be able to make it again, like our group was like genuinely devastated.
Yeah,
like we were. I think we started going out buying it as much
because it's a bottle that it's a sleeper bottle.
It is. It's a sleeper bottle. And it's a damn shame they won't be able to make it anymore because it is so good. I wish they could figure out a way to make it without, you know, getting the nicotine content in there. I don't know how they do that, but
I just don't think it'd be the same.
It probably wouldn't, but I'd be willing to try it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, this is it gives me everything that I want, you know, out of a whiskey. And then the cigar, like, yeah, we're having some issues with it right now, but again, that's few and far between. I mean, the cigar started out great. The last 10 minutes or so, we've been having some burn issues here, but I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get through it. But the flavors on this thing, incredible. Smoke production, you know,
9 out of 10 times.
Like, yeah, like it's an incredible cigar. It's the only one other than the box press number 9.
that man, don't get me started on that one.
I know, right?
That's a monster. It's a banger.
But other than that one, this is the only Liga that I buy by the box.
Yeah.
And they're not everywhere because I think a store has to be like a level 4.
Yeah, they've got to be a certain level to even.
Yeah, whatever. But if you can find them, and if you haven't had one, if you've had the T52 and the 9 and you haven't had this, you really need to give this a try. I'm not going to say that it would supplant one of those two, but it might. Just depending on the person, right? Because there's people out there that absolutely love the 9 or they absolutely love the T52.
Right.
This one is kind of somewhere in between.
Yeah.
But for me,
this has the best smoking experience of all of them.
Right. Like, to me, the 9 it's a bit strong for what I want.
Okay.
The 52 has the complexity, but it's lacking in strength.
Mm-hmm.
This gives me both. This gives me the complexity and the strength that I want.
Yeah.
So, that's me. How about you?
I think you hit the nail on the head, man. Like, up until I had the H99, like, I wasn't, like, over the moon on the 9 or the 52. Like, they were good cigars, but, like,
they were both lacking something.
Yeah, like, I felt like I was missing something when I enjoyed both. H99 is just a perfect pairing. It has the complexity, and it is bottom end of full body, top end of medium, with all of the taste that you want in a cigar.
Yeah.
So I just don't think this is one of those cigars that please don't, but they could charge more if they wanted to, right? Like, and I don't think people would stop buying them.
I don't know that they could charge too much more.
Of course not. We don't want to get crazy with it, but
so like standard SRP is like 17.
Yeah.
So 20, you're getting up there. I've seen them for $25 and $30.
I would never. Yeah. But I mean, on average, I buy this for $18.
Right.
Right. So if you hit me at 21 in the right place, right time,
right,
I wouldn't flinch.
But I think 18, 17, I think that's where this cigar should be.
Yeah. But you're out at a brick and mortar. You want to enjoy something pretty good.
Yeah.
$20 on this, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Right. As far as the Cigar Rye, I've said from the very beginning, it's one of the better bottles on the market for what it is. The price point is great. Super complex. it's just good.
Probably the best sleeper bottle I have in the collection.
Yeah, like without a shadow of a doubt. When I pull this bottle out, and I'm not going to pull this bottle out for anyone.
Right.
You have to really be someone who really enjoys, whiskey and bourbon for me to even bring this to your attention. For selfish reasons.
Absolutely.
I can't get it, and I don't want to share it with you if you're not going to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
So that's how much I like it, right? Like it's hidden at the very back of my collection.
I mean, look, if someone were to come to me and be like, "Hey, what would it take for you to let one of those bottles go?" I mean, it would be.
I'm doubling the price on you.
Like, I'm probably more than doubling it.
Yeah, probably. I'm not letting mine go. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not letting it go.
Like,
I'd rather drink it and enjoy it with friends than to sell it.
I wouldn't even entertain a less than $200.
Okay.
I wouldn't even entertain it.
Yeah. I mean, double, you're at 150. But
just because you can't get it.
Even still, I think the enjoyment we get from sharing it with our group is worth way more than the $200 I would get. So I'm just, unless you just made an obscene offer, I wouldn't let mine go.
Right.
But that's my thought, man.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Y'all know the drill, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell to make sure you get notifications when we drop new content. Yeah, please make sure to drink responsibly. Drink lots of water.
Yep.
Behave yourself.
And listen, tell your friends about us, man.
Yeah.
Like we got a lot of episodes out there. We're somewhere close to 60 episodes, I think. And like we've got a lot of content out there. So
and we got more coming.
We do.
But make sure to hit us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, every place that you can think of, we're out there. But with that being said, I'm Duran, no cool nickname, my partner.
I'm Jason JB Smoke. And as you can see, we're putting some smoke in the air. Come join us. We'll see y'all later.